Ah yes, the Kings Awning. Every man and his dog has one. And I can safely say that they actually suck. They're pretty crap. And if I had my time again before I started this trip, I'll go on 4 Drive Supercentre and I'll buy the exact same one again. So, I probably deserve to give you a bit of context as to why I'd make a statement like that. So, before I started this trip, there is nothing more I would have preferred to do than go into the Toyota dealership, buy a dual cab 79 series GXL, and then immediately void the warranty. I'm talking going crazy on the engine, 500 horsepower plus, enough torque to increase the speed of the rotation of planet Earth. Chop it, chassis extension, hell, make the 6x6, put a $30,000 bloody custom canopy on the back, 5-angle fridges, why not? Lights on the front that pump out enough lumens to friggin' cook roadkill as we drive past it. I don't know. There's nothing more I'd love to have done. Oh, and I almost forgot. I would buy the best awning money can buy. But I don't have a 79 series Land Cruiser. I've got this. A 2000 Hilux. So it's 19 years old. It's been in the family since day dot. It was on the farm for 17 years before I got it. This is the 3-litre naturally aspirated version. So slow. The only people who know how slow this thing is are people who have this particular model, or the people who have the 2.8 or the 2.4, then they really know what slow is. So I have my old Hilux to work with. Now, from the date that we decided to leave to the date we were actually going to leave, we had this much time. In that time, I knew I'd earn X amount of money. Now, I knew what I wanted on the ute. I knew what kind of gear I wanted, how comfortable I wanted to be. So I wanted this piece of gear, all gear. Now, taking out living expenses and how much I would need for the trip, I was left with a sum of money, X amount, and I wanted to get all this stuff. So my only option was to go budget stuff with everything. Alright, so I'll show you some of the budget stuff I've got in this ute, which is practically everything. Audi fridge, Kmart storage, built this myself, Kmart pots and pans, King's tent, that's budget. Sorry about the mess. King's solar panel, that's budget. Built the 12-volt system myself, ordered everything off eBay. King's room, awning room, that's budget. King's spotlights in the front, they're great. Again, budget. We've got King's tools, King's tire deflator. Up top, my Max tracks are from Audi. They're an Audi special buy. I haven't had to use them yet, but yeah, again, budget stuff. So I always have people and they'll say, "Oh, it won't last you the trip." Well, I don't know, maybe it won't, but I mean, does that extend to all your gear? I mean, do you only get gear if it's definitely going to last you all the time? I mean, say a car, a vehicle. Are you only going to get a car that's going to 100% survive 12 months traveling around Australia? There isn't a car like that, I can guarantee it. And it's the same with all other gear. You're going to have breakages no matter what you get. But yes, hopefully the higher quality gear does break less. So now I'll finally go into the awning and back to my original statement, why it sucks. Now, I'll get into the main component of the awning soon, which is the canvas awning piece. But I think the part that sucks on this awning is everything in between the canvas. So I'm talking the Velcro. This stuff is really just, it doesn't hold on that well. You get a bit of a gust of a breeze, it keeps flapping it up and down, and these will just eventually rip out. I actually put heavy stuff on the roof, like a few rocks or something, or my tools on the roof to actually sort of weigh it down and stop it flapping. So another thing that I think sucks on this awning are these aluminium poles. They're really flimsy and they bend, and when I've got the room on, they really flex. But I don't know, they've held up. They've managed to sort of not snap or anything on me so far. Again, but it's 3 meters long. I mean, what do you expect? 3 meters from there to there, of course you're gonna have a bit of flex, no matter how good your awning is. Another thing with these is it's broke already. I mean, we had a large gust of wind once it flipped the whole thing over and it broke the aluminium eyelets, sort of where the hole where the pole goes into, it snapped right through. That was actually probably due to us being a bit negligent when setting it up. We didn't put the guide ropes in properly and it blew over and it broke. But at the end of the day, what's the primary function of the awning? Does it provide shade? Yes. Get it? Yes, it does. So now I'll tell you what's actually good about this awning. Number one, the canvas. It's really good. I haven't had any leakages through there. Yes, it just provides shade. It doesn't need to be complicated. It's just a piece of canvas and it works fine. Another thing that I've actually found quite good on these awnings is the bag which protects it after you've rolled it up. The bag's quite thick and the zip on it is really heavy duty as well. So that's not going to break on you, which, I don't know, it's good. And I mean, we've really flogged this awning. We've put it out every day for months and we're going to be doing it for a lot longer. If you treat it right, and if you set it up correctly every time, I actually think it's going to last great. I mentioned it broke. The little aluminium eyelets have snapped on both sides, but the awning's still standing. What I did is I pulled out my Leatherman. That's not budget, that's actually really expensive. Pulled out my Leatherman and I just bent it back into place. I fixed it. With all this budget gear, I've actually gotten better at fixing things. And instead of having this throwaway attitude, oh, it's broken, I'll throw it out, I actually just try and fix everything. And so far, I've managed to fix everything on this trip. Look, my point is I'd rather be on my big lap now with budget gear than having to wait years and years and years to get the good stuff. I think what it comes down to is, what if you only had a soft top 95 RAV4? That's all you had to go camping. Would you rather go camping in that or not at all? I mean, yes, be sensible. If that's all you've got, probably don't go and do the canning stock route. Just remember, this is budget gear. Budget. Cheap. You're gonna have people say to me, "Ah! Kings means rubbish. That'll do them." Yeah. Some of that Kings gear. You want to die out in the desert? You buy some of that Kings gear. Rubbish stuff, that. I got 18 of these awnings, every single one broke. Don't waste your time, they're really crap. Also, if you do get them, go and die in the gutter. I'll show them. So yeah, emphasis on the word cheap. This 2x3 meter awning, I think it cost 120 bucks to live it. That is so much cheaper than other competitors. I don't know what people really expect of this gear. It's cheap gear, yeah, you're not going to expect it to be as good as all your, I don't know, ARB stuff and things like that. This might be 3 to 4 times cheaper than its competitors, but is it 3 to 4 times worse? No, it's not. So, it seems that every man and his dog has one of these. Who's this awning for? I think it's for people who only go out every couple of weeks camping. Yep, great. If you're only getting out every now and then, it'll do you fine. Who else is it for? It's for people on a budget. I know the limits of my ute. I know the limits of my setup, and I'm only going to do things according to that. And for now, this crap awning is actually working fine. It's working great. If you're happy to fix it yourself, if you're happy to find a bit of a workaround, this is going to do you just fine. So in conclusion, yes, this budget awning is pretty crappy, but it fitted my budget perfectly, and for now it's been working great. If this gear gets you out camping on the weekend, having fun, then who cares? Just got to know what your limits are with your gear and what you can actually do with it. Look, if it's your only option, it's just better than no option at all. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this, I don't know, bit of an opinion piece, sort of in a review. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps us out. And then sub to the channel if you want to see a bit more content like this, and also our adventures of what we actually get up to with the gear. Anyways, cheers.